Hey, I'm John from Bravo Company Digital, and this is blue collar marketing secrets that private equity doesn't want you to know. We've all heard of private equity. Half of us don't even know what it is. It's big pots of money coming from rich people, Wall Street, everyday investors. I don't know, but it's big pots of money that go in and they buy blue collar businesses and then they take them to the moon, or at least that's a story that we've been hearing over the last couple of years. So the question is, if private equity came into your business, what would they do? And can you do that? Let's figure it out. Going off Miro today and onto Google Slides. We'll see if we like it or not, but we'll see. Okay. Did you know that over 70% of blue collar businesses spend less than 10% of their revenue on marketing, yet those who invest strategically can see an ROI of up to 400%. So I talk about using 10% of revenue as a marketing budget, but you'd be amazed how many people say that they want to grow. They're willing to do whatever it takes to grow, yet you look at their marketing budget and it is tiny, okay? If private equity came into your business, they would put a significant amount of money to marketing. When I say marketing, I'm not talking about wrapping your trucks or making new business cards, although that might be part of it. What I'm talking about is paying for leads. A growing business trying to go to the moon must pay for leads. You got to figure out a way to put money into a system and get leads out of the system. So let's talk about why private equity doesn't want you to know this, or more like, I don't think private equity cares if you know this because so few people actually implement the PE best practices. So here's what they don't want you to see, or at least what they would do in your business and what you should implement. Private equity thrives on inefficiencies. So they're going to look at your business and go, hey, how can we make it more efficient? Many blue-collar businesses rely on outdated marketing tactics or word of mouth. Everyone likes saying, I love referrals. Referrals run my business. I've created my business on referrals. And boom, that's awesome. Good for you. You can make a lot of money. You can become a blue-collar millionaire on referrals, and you should. You should absolutely run your business on referrals. But what do you do if you rely on referrals and you're having a slow month? What do you do if you rely on referrals, but you have to double your business this year? How do you control that? The answer is you can't. Okay, referrals are great and you should hang your hat on referrals, but you need a paid lead generation system. Okay, these gaps leave massive growth opportunities untapped. Okay, if you only take one thing away from this business, take this is to tap into that potential, you have to pay for growth. By keeping owners in the dark, private equities undervalue businesses. They take control and they flip for a profit. Well, that's kind of the story, right? Let's say you have an HVAC company that the owner thinks it's worth $5 million. Private equity comes in, gives them $7 million. So they're like, oh my gosh, I'm rich, right? Well, then private equity comes in, they do all these best practices, and a couple years later, maybe they can flip it for $50 million, or they put it together with a bunch of other companies, so the enterprise value is much higher. Okay. All right. So here's the meat and potatoes. Here's what you do. Okay. Screenshot this slide. This is where the money's at. Double down on what's already working. What is working in your business? Double down on it. And you say, well, referrals are working. Okay. Well, let's think about it. Is it really referrals? And if it is referrals, where are those referrals coming from? Is it one group? Is it one type of referral? Is it, hey, every time I talk to Billy, he gives me a referral? Well, can we start going to lunch once a week with Billy? Like, what is working? How did you get your business to where it is today? Double down on that. And then you have to look at marketing channels. Everyone wants to talk about marketing channels like super confusing. Here's what it is. You have to do paid marketing. What is paid marketing? Cold calling, cold emailing, direct mail, Facebook, Google. That's it. Okay. You can go like, hey, what about all these other things? Billboards, radio, TV, sure. All that. Okay. But this is what I want you to think about. Cold calling, cold emailing, direct mail. Okay. What do you like about those? What do you not like about those? Google ads, Facebook ads. If you can just think about those, you can do it. Okay. You got to be able to evaluate those. You got to be able to think about which ones. Ideally, you're testing all of those, and then you're going to double down on what's working and what's not working, but it's up to you. Okay. What's not working, you kill it. You kill it. You have to make sure you work it long enough. But remember, if you're working with a marketing agency, let's say SEO, right? You're working with an SEO marketing agency. They're like, hey, it's going to take 6 months to see results. And 6 months from now, they're going to be like, look how many new backlinks we got. We increased your website traffic from 0 to 300 a month. You're ranking now, this, that, and the other. If you can't tie sales to your website and that SEO, it's time to kill SEO. I don't care. Okay. Quit planning for the long term. You got to make sure you make money now. Kill all the stuff that isn't working. But then what is working? I guarantee you pay-per-click is going to work. Pay-per-click, if you're doing it right on Google, is going to get you leads. Okay, same thing with Facebook. Facebook is going to get you leads. Cold calling, I guarantee you, will get you leads. Then you have to do that evaluation of how much am I spending and what is my return on that. Okay, if you have a long sales cycle business like commercial cleaning, it's challenging, but you have to do your best to try. If you have a short sales cycle business like roofing, that should be no problem, right? Like, where am I spending money? What is my return? And the ones where you're getting the best return, you got to double, triple down, okay? And then focus only on revenue generating activities if you're trying to grow, okay? If you're trying to grow, revenue generating activities. All right, what about systems? Private equity would come in and help you systemize stuff, okay? The big systems are hiring, onboarding / training, holding people accountable, firing people. Okay, those are the big systems. Okay, it's all about people. How can you hire the best people? How can you get them in, get them trained, get them up to standard? And then how can you hold people accountable? And then when they don't meet the standard, how can you get rid of them? For lead generation, how do you build a killer follow-up process? You're paying for these leads, but how can you follow up with those leads and make sure you squeeze as much juice out of all those leads as you can? Make sure you raise prices strategically. Raise them as high as you can without losing customers. Okay, if you're losing customers, you gotta start balancing it, right? But if your prices don't make you feel somewhat uncomfortable, they're probably not high enough. Okay, negotiate better deals with your vendors. Okay, if you're getting squeezed, you got to squeeze everyone else that you're doing business with, right? You got to at least try. You got to see where you can get those deals, and then hire top talent, fire underperformers. I was watching some video with some billionaire the other day, and they said basically like average performers will cost you 10 times more than top performers. Meaning, as soon as you can afford it, you gotta hire and retain top talent. So the secrets to outperforming private equity, okay? So let's say you're in a market and you've got private equity businesses all around you that are blowing up in a good way. How do you compete with them? So here's the truth. The most profitable blue-collar businesses aren't built on complexity. They're built on simplicity and focus. You have to spend a greater percentage of your budget on lead generation. You have to make sure your offer stands out in every interaction and follow up like crazy. Let's double down on this offer part, though. That's something that we don't see nearly enough of. Okay, what does that mean? Oh gosh, you can't see that at all. Let's make that black. Okay, offers. What is it? What does it offer? Okay, offer means if you send a piece of direct mail, you're going to say like, so many blue collar business owners, especially people that have been in the business, they want to come off as humble, good old boys, if you will. They want to send a postcard that's like, if at any point during your life you'd like to entertain a new air conditioning quote, please contact us. Like boring, not exciting. You got to make your offer. We guarantee you we will be cheaper than the other guys. We guarantee you we can get it done in one day. We guarantee you you're going to save 10% on your electricity bill. We guarantee you we've got more reviews than anyone else. Act now and save 10%. If you call within the next 24 hours, we'll throw in a free furnace filters for a year. I don't know. Like, your direct mail has to have an offer that sounds incredible and it is aggressive and has urgency. And a lot of people don't like to talk like that. They don't like to sell like that. But if you're trying to stand out in a busy world, in a competitive world, you have to do things that make you stand out. Too many people are scared of that. Take back control of your growth. Private equity capitalizes on businesses that fail to optimize. You got to optimize everything. But the biggest thing you got to optimize is your lead generation. You got to be able to grow. But you don't need them to succeed. You just need the right playbook. We got an awesome playbook. If you want it, hit me up. We'll give it to you. You can join our Facebook group. But here's my call to action. This is kind of a bad slide, but I don't know how to end these things. Share your experiences. Let's build something together. Leave a comment down below. Join our Facebook group. Go to bravocompanydigital.com if you want more info. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you like about these two. Do you like these or mirror boards? Now that I'm into this, what are we? We're 10 minutes in. I like the mirror boards. It's probably more efficient. I make a more efficient video just reading like this, but I really like creating the mirror boards as I go. So thanks for watching. Take care.